Good morning. So, I had this deep desire to share this morning as I'm driving to my guitar lesson, which is tip number 4, never stop learning. Never stop learning something new, creative, that inspires you, especially things that you wanted to do since you were a kid and you never got around to doing them. And playing an instrument for me is one of those things. However, that is not the purpose of this recording. The purpose of this recording is really to connect in with people who see themselves as masculine, more male or male, however you see yourself. But the reason for this message today is really to do with creating harmonization within the world and specifically within your relationships. Now, to have harmonization in all your relationships requires you to be honest. It requires you to be true to you. And bizarrely, as time has progressed, we have gone backwards in so many ways, because years and years ago, the Vikings, the Spartans, the Native Americans, the masculine elements of their tribes, their warriors, knew about energy. They knew the importance of being able to express and use their emotions as motivation for fuel to create solution. I'm definitely not suggesting that war solves anything. There's no war in history that's resolved war. It's just created more. But what I'm saying is, having an understanding that emotions get trapped in your system, they mess up the energetics, or want of a better word, create imbalance in the energetics of your body, which has a physical, mental, emotional and chemical effect on your body and affects your evolution process in this life, whatever that means to you, whether that means spiritual involvement or just having a greater understanding of life. And when we are out of touch with our emotions, because definitely in society's beliefs, society's perspective, and things are slowly changing, but it is deemed weak to show your emotions, especially if you see yourself as the masculine, the male. It's not a weakness. In fact, it's women's greatest strength. And although there may be an imbalance in harmonization amongst women who continue to talk about the same things repetitively and be deemed as moaning about them, I have fallen into this camp. I am guilty of this in my life for sure, getting stuck. But learning to find ways to express it. Now, if you go back to Spartan warriors, obviously they had the physical component of releasing energy. They had rituals after battle and prior to battle, I believe, to really attune their energy, so they worked together as a brotherhood. So as someone who sees themselves as masculine male, the only weakness and drawback that we have in this life at this moment in the masculine energy is this misconception that showing emotion is a weakness. It is not. And actually, no emotion is a negative. On the flip side of everything is the light, the goo, the roo, the light within all darkness. The darkness always has light, and it's having this greater understanding of self and actually being able to express yourself in a way that isn't damaging, hurtful. We cannot always we all, including myself, have hurt people in this life, and the greatest gift from that is learning how to do things differently. We're human at the end of the day. We're learning. So yourself is being honest with your feelings, not burying them down. And one of the greatest tips I could ever give you for really getting in touch with how you feel is not trying to overanalyze it in your head and let it roam around on a spin cycle like a washing machine, going round and round and round, trying to work out why you're feeling the way you are, but to simply put pen to paper or fingertips to keyboard or dictaphone. Use a dictaphone, and actually ask yourself what is wrong. Write it down, type it down, whatever it is, how it comes to you. Because this is one of the best ways of truly tapping into your self-understanding without fear of judgment. Even if you go to see a counsellor, which counsellors, psychologists play such a vital role in talk therapy, and obviously including NLP now and breath work, which is ACE. But there can sometimes be a resistance to hold back through fear of judgment, not wanting to reveal your true self to the therapist or to yourself because it may be challenging to face. But it's not. It's part of your evolution. And although there's great discomfort in emotions, there's also great comfort in emotions. Significant advantages that can only benefit your life, allow you to be more compassionate, empathetic, more relatable, to be more open from the heart. And when we are connected to ourselves, we are less drawn to addictive behaviors, so going back to the same sort of repeat relationships, looking for the same outlets of, having a good binge drink or taking narcotics, whatever it is that kind of takes you out of the sensation of having to face up to your emotions. But I can tell you now, the true path to an enlightenment is the path of truth. The path of truth. And that starts with finding the truth in you, the truth of who you are. Now, this is an area I thrive in. I love supporting people, connecting them back to what I refer to as their true self, their embodied full potential of self, that hue, light, man in projection. So if you want to arrange a free consultation with me, great. I love a chat and I have so much love to give, so many blessings, so much love and so much gratitude from my heart to yours.